Okay, good afternoon, everyone, especially to our prof, Angel Amoranto. We are the reporters for today, and we're discuss about the drama, and we have here a story. And sorry, guys, I'm not fluent in English, but don't worry, I'm still learning. And if I have a wrong grammar, just forgive me. So let's start for our topic for today. Okay, for our learning intended outcomes, identify the key elements of a fiction novel and analyze the use of satire and humor in Twain's novel and discuss the social and economic inequality of 16th century England and understand the importance of compassion and empathy. Okay, the title of our story for today is The Prince and the Pauper. The title is The Prince and the Pauper is a play on words. It refers to the two main characters in the story. So, Edward the Prince of Wales and Tom Canty a pauper. Pauper means poor. Someone is poor, something like that. And the title also highlights the central theme of the contrast between the lives of the rich and the poorer. This title is also significant because it suggests that the rich and the poor can learn from each other. So take note, guys, Edward is the Prince of Wales and Tom Canty is a pauper. So, Edward learns about the suffering of the poor and becomes a more compassionate ruler, and Tom, which is a pauper, learns about the responsibilities of leadership and becomes a more mature person. So, let's go to the author, which is Mark Twain. Mark Twain is an American author and humorist. He is best known for his novels The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Novels are known for their wit and humor, social and commentary. So, so this contrast between the rich and the poor in great detail because Twain shows how the rich live in luxury and privilege while the poor struggle to survive. So he also shows how the rich are often ignorant of the suffering of the poor. And the characters of the prince and the pauper is we have the two main characters here, which is first is Edward Tudor, which is the Prince of Wales, a kind and compassionate boy who is unaware of his true identity, and the second one is Tom Canty, is a poor boy who is the mistaken for the Prince of Wales. Okay. I also appreciate the way that Twain's uses these characters to explore the social and political issues of his time. So Edward and Tom's journey to self-discovery is also journey to understanding the world around them. So they can learn about the injustice of the world and they are inspired to make a difference. Just something. And we have here other characters. First one is Miles Hendon, a novel lord who helps Tom and Edward, and John Canty, Tom's abusive father, and Lady Jane Grey, Edward's cousin and claimant to the English throne, and King Henry Edwards and King of the England. Here are the settings of our story. So the setting in the Prince and the Pauper is play an important role in the story. They help to create the world of the novel and to develop the characters. And the contrast between the rich and poor neighborhoods of London, for example, highlights the social inequality of 16th century England, and the English countryside, on the other hand, represent a world of freedom and adventure for Edward. So I would add the settings in The Prince and the Pauper are also help to create a sense of time and place. So Twain's descriptions of London and the English countryside transport the reader to 16th century England. So the reader can almost feel the dirt and grime of awful court and the smell of the fresh air in countryside. So overall, I think that the setting is the pauper and the prince and the pauper are the essential part of the novel. So they help to create the world of the story, develop the characters, and create the sense of time and place. And also, we have here a summary of The Prince and the Pauper. So, the novel begins with the introduction of Edward Tudor, which is the Prince of Wales, and Tom Canty Pauper, which is a four boy. And Edward is a kind and compassionate boy who is unaware of his true identity, while Tom is a poor boy who is mistaken of the Prince of Wales. Edward and Tom accidentally meet one day and decide to switch clothes. Edward wants to experience what it is like to be a pauper, and Tom wants to experience what it is like to be a prince. Though say they Edward and Tom switch their clothes to uh, to experience what is the feeling of privileged people and four people, so something like that. And then however, their switch in identities leads to a series of complication. So Edward is thrown out of the palace and forced to live on the streets, and Tom is mistaken for the Prince of Wales and taken to the palace, and Edward must find a way to prove his true identity, while Tom must learn how to be a true prince. Okay. Along the way, Edward and Tom learn valuable lesson about compassion, empathy, and the importance of social justice. They also learn the true meaning of leadership. So the summary is accurate, well written, and it captures the main characters and the central conflict of the novel. It contrasts and informative way. So I especially appreciate the way that the summary highlights the contrast between Edward's privileged life and Tom's impoverished life. So this contrast is one of the key themes of the novel. So and it helps to drive the plot forward. And I would also add that the summary foreshadows the event of the novel by suggesting that Edward and Tom will be mistaken for each other. This creates a sense of suspense and anticipation for the reader. So overall, I think that this is a well-written and informative summary of the Prince and the Pauper. It accurately conveys the main characters, the central conflict of the key themes of the novel. So, before we start our quiz, I want to share a moral lesson of the story. So, The Prince and the Pauper is the classic novel that teaches many important moral lessons. Of some of the most important moral lessons of the novel include is first one is compassion, because Edward and Tom learn to be more compassionate towards others. So, especially those who are less fortunate than themselves. So, second one is humility. Edward learns to be more humble and to appreciate the simple things in life. So, third one is responsibility. So, Tom learns to take responsibility for his actions and to become a leader. And next is equality, or the novel teaches us that all people are equal. So regardless of their social status. So that's it, guys. So I hope you like our presentation for today, and I want you to know that The Prince and the Pauper is a timeless novel that continues to teach important moral lessons to readers today. It is a novel that everyone should read at least once in their lifetime. So that's all for today, and thank you. And the quiz will be in the Google form, and I think and Jessica Pido will send it to the GC, or I guess that. So thank you for today, guys. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.